Hey, Caitlin! Can you make it from there?
Nike didn't release just another basketball commercial. They released a message, 42 seconds long, watched by millions, and powerful enough to change the entire conversation around women's basketball. Because while Caitlin Clark's Nike ad exploded across social media, one question quietly started circulating behind the scenes. What does this mean for A'ja Wilson, the league's most decorated star? Tonight, we break down how one ad may have exposed a major power shift inside the WNBA.
And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, she's good at basketball. And, she understands her.
For years, A'ja Wilson has been the WNBA's gold standard. Multiple MVPs, championships, Olympic appearances. And in 2025, Nike made her the centerpiece of its women's basketball strategy with the launch of the Nike Aone, her first signature shoe. The release was carefully planned, deeply personal, and initially successful. The first colorway sold out in minutes, resale prices doubled, and Nike appeared confident they had chosen the face of the league.
From a very young age to just block out the noise and always dream big and believe that I can do anything I want to do. My name's Caitlin Clark, and I'm a point guard. What's amazing about women's basketball is that we bring it all to the court. We bring that emotion, we bring that fire. That's how I've always played the game, and I think that's what makes it so fun.
But momentum in sports marketing is fragile. And just as the Aone buzz began to cool, Nike pivoted. No warning, no slow buildup, just a sudden drop. A Caitlin Clark commercial. No signature shoe. No long campaign rollout. Just Clark, a pair of Cobes, and a visual nod to the Black Mamba. The response was immediate. Views skyrocketed. Shoes sold out in under a minute. Resale prices surged past expectations. And the narrative changed overnight. This wasn't luck. Caitlin Clark has been moving markets since college. Television ratings followed her. Ticket prices followed her. Merchandise followed her. Cities reported measurable economic impact when she played. Nike didn't create this demand, they finally acknowledged it. And that's the part that stings. Because Clark doesn't need a signature shoe yet to outperform one. She doesn't need months of promotion. She just shows up and the market responds. None of this erases A'ja Wilson's greatness. Her resume remains unmatched. But endorsements are not awarded by trophies alone. They follow attention, cultural gravity, and consumer behavior. Nike invested years building Wilson's brand, but Clark arrived with something brands cannot manufacture: inevitability. And suddenly, the spotlight A'ja once owned no longer felt secure. This moment also reopens past conversations. Wilson has previously spoken publicly about privilege, visibility, and media narratives surrounding Clark. Those comments resurfaced as Clark's Nike success exploded. Not because of controversy, but because history has a way of colliding with the present. And now, the player once questioned is becoming the commercial centerpiece of women's basketball. Industry insiders see this as Nike correcting course. Years of missed opportunities. Delayed recognition, and now, full acceleration behind the league's most marketable figure. This is not about favoritism. It's about numbers, engagement, sell-through speed. Clark doesn't just sell shoes. She moves culture, and brands always follow culture. For the WNBA, this moment is both opportunity and warning. One star can elevate the league, but imbalance can fracture it. Veterans want recognition. New stars want momentum, and sponsors want returns. How the league manages this transition may define its next decade. A'ja Wilson wasn't replaced, but the hierarchy shifted. Caitlin Clark didn't demand the spotlight, it followed her. And Nike didn't create a rivalry. The market did. In modern sports, dominance isn't just measured by points or rings. It's measured by pull. And right now, Caitlin Clark has gravity the league can't ignore. So here's the question. Is this the beginning of a new era or a temporary surge? Drop your thoughts below. Subscribe for deeper WNBA breakdowns, because this story is far from over. What makes this situation even more striking is how effortlessly Caitlin Clark has shifted the balance of power without ever positioning herself as a challenger. There were no public demands, no complaints about recognition, and no visible campaign to overtake the league's established stars. Instead, Clark allowed performance, visibility, and audience engagement to do the talking. In today's sports economy, attention is currency, and Clark generates it at a scale the WNBA has rarely seen. Brands like Nike do not operate on sentiment or legacy alone. They respond to consumer behavior in real time. When millions click, share, and purchase within minutes, marketing strategies adjust instantly. That reality places veteran stars in an uncomfortable position, not because they lack achievement, but because achievement no longer guarantees commercial dominance. For Aya Wilson, this moment represents a collision between traditional success and modern influence. Her career embodies everything the league has historically rewarded: consistency, championships, leadership, and excellence on the court. Yet the current era of sports marketing values reach as much as results. Younger fans engage differently. They follow personalities, narratives, and moments that feel organic rather than constructed. Clark's rise aligns perfectly with this shift. She does not feel marketed. She feels discovered. That distinction matters. It explains why a single Nike commercial featuring Clark created more momentum than months of structured promotion for other athletes. This is not a failure of Wilson's brand, but a signal that the market itself is evolving faster than established frameworks can adapt. Zooming out, this situation may ultimately force the WNBA into a necessary reckoning. The league has long struggled with balancing respect for veterans while capitalizing on emerging superstars. Caitlin Clark's commercial success exposes how fragile that balance truly is. If handled carefully, this moment could elevate everyone, increasing salaries, sponsorships, and visibility across the board. But if mishandled, it risks deepening internal tensions and widening generational divides. What happens next will depend on whether the league embraces this shift as growth or resists it as disruption. One thing is clear: the conversation around women's basketball has changed, and there is no going back to the old hierarchy. The market has spoken, and it is speaking loudly. What truly separates this moment from every previous endorsement debate in the WNBA is how clearly it exposes the league's dependence on momentum rather than legacy. Caitlin Clark's rise has not been gradual or carefully managed. It has been explosive, unpredictable, and entirely driven by audience response. That kind of momentum forces uncomfortable decisions inside boardrooms, especially for brands like Nike that must justify every dollar with measurable return. When one athlete's presence triggers instant sellouts, record engagement, and global conversation, it reshapes how value is calculated across the entire ecosystem. This places immense pressure not only on veteran stars like Aya Wilson, but on the league itself to adapt quickly or risk falling behind its own audience. The danger is not that Clark is too visible, it is that the league may be unprepared for how fast visibility now translates into power. And in modern sports, power does not wait for consensus. It moves where attention goes.